Welcome back, racers, to Dirt Rally 2.0. It has been a hot minute since we have played this game and created some content on it. So here we are. So what we are going to try and do in this video is try to get top 50 in the world in the Ford RS Cosworth in Argentina, in the Catamarca province, at Las Juntas in the dry. Like I've said already, I had an absolute blast coming back to this game and playing it. I must have spent an hour and 20 minutes just on this stage. So there were a lot of really good crashes, and I've saved the best ones just for you at the end of this video. So the first thing we got to do is to check what that top 50 time is. My god, look at the first place there. First place is 10 seconds faster than second place. How on earth has he done that? Or she, whatever. That Spaniard obviously on some form of steroids. As we scroll down to 50th place, then what do we have to beat? A 6:31.566, 45 seconds behind the fastest time, and actually it is in the Ford Escort RS Cosworth as well, and that is the highest Cosworth in the leaderboard. So a lot to do. Checking that we have the soft tyre on, making sure we have the best performance for the stage. And with that being checked, we are ready to have our first crack at the stage. Argentina, notorious for its tight corners and its rocks either side. How is it going to go? First stage attempt then, and it is going to be, as we come across the line here, oof, nearly actually flipping it there, a 6:46.554, so around 15 seconds adrift of that top 50 mark, which, you know, I had a couple of crashes, a couple of spins in there, so I think it is well within our reach. There we go, 159th in the world, 1 minute behind the top driver, the Spaniard. So yeah, around 15 seconds off the pace of the other RS. As you can see, our car's a little bit beaten up as this one, but we do go 6 seconds faster, but obviously we're still 9 seconds away. That does put us in 102nd, but not good enough. As our driver is obviously super ready for the stage, and this is it. This is our fastest stage that we completed. Let's see how we do as I try to commentate as we rattle our way through this Argentinian stage. First couple of sectors then I got the most practice at, obviously, because I crashed a lot of the time. Very, very easy to get wrong this track. The amount of times that I just clipped the inside or just clipped the outside. The Cosworth pretty long, so very easy to catch either the front or back as you go through this super tight section there. Look at the slide on the power early, and my god, does it feel good when you get a really, really perfect slide together. Don't really get that from many other games, but that feeling of perfection is really highlighted in this game as something that you need to aim for and really, really get down. Like I said, I was doing this stage for well over an hour and 20 minutes, and I just kept on coming back. I crashed in the same place 5 or 6 times in a row, and then I got past that, and then I crashed in another place 5 or 6 times as well. But the want and the need for perfection is really, really high in this game, and that is why I absolutely love it, because when you do get it right, it feels so damn good. Coming up then to one of the most trickiest parts for me personally, as you come out of this double left-hander here, and there's a little bit of a bump there that sort of unsettles your car, and then this section here is so bumpy, it is really hard to keep your car in a straight line, and just by these flags here I must have crashed 10, 12, 15 times over the course of this session. Really, really difficult to get down and to be fasting, and a little bit of a bump there on the back. Did that a couple of times through the stage, so there is a little bit of time to gain just from those little tiny mistakes. Very easy to just run off and go skydiving off that cliff there. Didn't happen to me in this run through, but I have done that many times before in other cars. It's a very difficult corner here, sort of a one into a hairpin. Those corners that tighten up, you have to really judge perfectly if you want to get a good run out, of course. So doing pretty well, 2 green sectors, and coming up to the third split. What are we going to see as we go through the split here? Another green split there, 6.9 seconds up. That is very good. Remember, we need to beat our previous time by around 9 seconds if we want to get inside that top 50. But it is looking good, as there are a couple of mistakes that I could capitalise on. And now for the fastest part on the stage. My God, is it fast, and it's bumpy as well into 7th gear. And this corner here, it's a sweeping 6 into a hairpin, and it sort of runs off camber, and I did find myself a couple of times rolling down that mountain, which you'll see at the end of the video. Sorry for the weird cut there, but of course it would mess up on the one stage that I actually got pretty much perfect. But anyway, obviously as time went on as well, the more restarts obviously made me more annoyed and angry at the game. So these fast sections are kind of driven out of anger and aggression at the game, which can be good, it can be bad, but I think if you can harness that aggression and that extra bit of speed, then obviously you're going to be at an advantage. As this section here is not only fast and bumpy, but it is super narrow. You've just got to be brave and pin it in. Yes, a little bit of lifting off every so often, but that's just to get the car turned in and stabilised so I can be on the power coming out of certain corners. Also forgot to mention at the start of the video that I'm doing this on pad, so I'm not on a steering wheel, which kind of makes it a little bit harder to catch those counter slides or those little corrections when driving. I think it's a lot harder to do on a controller than it is on a steering wheel. Anyway, that's my excuses out the way. Anyway, as we're coming through another split here, what's it going to be? The Ghost just served a penalty as well, so obviously we went through an area where we had made a mistake, and 17 seconds in front of our fastest stage time. So very good, in a very strong position. Just got to get through these last 2 sectors without any major oopsies. The problem now is that at this late game, this late end of the stage, is that I haven't seen this at all. Probably in an hour and 20 minutes. I think I completed the stage 5 or 6 times. So my knowledge of the end of the stage is not strong at all, which just goes to show how much time there really is to gain at the end of this stage as well. I really maximised the start of the stage, which you don't really get to do unless you are completing the stage over and over again. Also, there were some real nerves at the end of this stage. You know, I've been trying my hardest for the last hour, and to get to a point where I'm 17 seconds up and into the last sector, I just really didn't want to mess it up. Dropping a couple of tenths then in the second to last sector. We've got to have a really strong last sector, it seems here. Hairpin into a 6 right. Really pushing the car, trying to get as close to those rocks as possible, as we are going to get collected by this little stone wall into reverse, into first gear, trying to get it going as quickly as possible. But there it is. There is the mistake. Probably cost us 2 seconds, 3 seconds maybe in the grand scheme of things. And I remember being really frustrated at this point, but trying to get my brain back into gear, trying to reset myself to not drive angry in these last couple of corners. Coming around this final left 2 then across the finish line, it's going to be a 6:17.561, so we absolutely smashed the top 50 and our own personal time, but there is still time to game. And coming across the line, I was still a little bit frustrated at not getting the lap time perfect. Into 14th place, my favourite number, and to be honest, looking back at it, I'm really happy with that time. I think I can go a couple of seconds faster. Maybe I can squeeze into that top 10. But how? How is that guy? I don't understand. I don't understand how the Spaniard has done that. Bloody hats off to him. You can see all the tops are Lancia Deltas as well. And we are the fastest Ford Escort RS Cosworth. on the leaderboard. So that's pretty cool, and I'm going to leave you with this. It's the full stage in cockpit view. My god, is it intense, and you can really see how much work that my thumb is putting in on the analog stick. But anyway, enjoy this. At the end of the stage as well, there is those big crashes as well, so either skip forward or just enjoy the stage. It's up to you. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did creating it. Really good to get back to Dirt Rally, and that's it. Thank you for watching, liking and subscribing, and we'll see you in the next one. Enjoy the stage.
caution, 1 left unseen, into unseen, hairpin right, narrow, into 5 left, into 4 right, into 4 left long, 5 left, into 4 right, into 4 left long, bumpy, 30, slow 2 right long, tightens, slow 2 right long, tightens, into open hairpin left, slow 2 right long, tightens, into open hairpin left. Is that a puncher at the front? 50. Crest, and 3 left small cut, hairpin right, don't cut. 50. Crest, and 3 left small cut, and keep right 30, open hairpin left. Cut, 3 left long tightens, into head. Cut, 3 left long tightens, into hairpin. 3 left long tightens, into hairpin left unseen. Keep left over 30, caution.